Welcome to today's video. If you've ever felt like you're walking a path that's a little different from the rest, or like you carry a unique energy or set of gifts that make you stand out, then this video is definitely for you. As someone who is the chosen one, you likely have an incredible purpose in life, and with that purpose often comes extraordinary abilities or talents. Whether it's an intuitive gift, a deep sense of empathy, or even the power to inspire and lead others, your presence in the world can feel like a light that others notice. And while it's a beautiful gift to be someone who can make an impact, it's important to recognize that not everyone will react positively to that light. When you carry such energy or gifts, it can sometimes stir negative reactions from others, people who don't understand your path, or even people who feel threatened by the light you shine. They may not have the same abilities, or may feel insecure about their own journey, and as a result, they may experience jealousy or envy toward you. This isn't always something we're aware of right away, but it's a reality that many chosen ones face in their journey. People might not always express their jealousy openly, but their actions, words, or energy can sometimes reflect it. It can create tension, drain your energy, or cause you to question your worth, all of which can make your path feel more difficult than it needs to be. So why does this happen? Why do people feel jealous or envious of the gifts that you so naturally possess? In truth, jealousy often stems from a sense of insecurity or fear. People who feel unsure of themselves or threatened by someone else's strength or uniqueness may project those feelings onto you. It's not about you or your abilities, it's about their internal struggles and perceptions. The challenge, however, lies in how we handle these situations and how we protect ourselves from the negative energy that can come from others. This video will help you identify the signs of jealousy in others so that you can protect your energy and continue to move forward on your path with confidence. You don't have to let someone else's jealousy throw you off course or make you doubt your own gifts. Instead, you can learn to set boundaries, shield your energy, and stay focused on your purpose, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. Understanding these signs will help you navigate the more difficult aspects of being the chosen one, especially when you encounter resistance from those who may feel threatened by your light. In the following sections, we'll explore the subtle and overt signs of jealousy, how it can affect your energy, and how you can protect yourself so that you can continue walking your unique journey with peace, grace, and strength. If any of this resonates with you, don't forget to like and share this video with anyone you think might need to hear it. Let's spread the message of strength and self-awareness. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can continue receiving guidance and support as you walk your path with confidence. Now let's dive in and explore how you can recognize the signs of jealousy, and more importantly, how to protect yourself from it so you can stay aligned with your purpose. In order to effectively deal with jealousy and envy from others, it is essential to first understand these emotions for what they truly are. Jealousy and envy are often used interchangeably, but they have subtle differences in their underlying causes and manifestations. While they both stem from negative feelings that arise in response to someone else's perceived advantages or qualities, they operate in different ways and can be expressed through various behaviors. Jealousy typically arises when we feel threatened by the possibility of losing something we value to someone else. This can manifest in situations where we fear that a relationship, job, or recognition may be taken from us by another person. The fear of loss is at the core of jealousy. When you're the chosen one, this might happen when someone sees the attention or admiration you're receiving and fears they will lose their place in your life or the spotlight. Jealousy can also appear when we compare our own life with that of another and feel that someone else is living a more ideal or successful life than we are. Envy, on the other hand, often involves a desire to have what someone else possesses, whether it's their success, talents, or possessions. It's rooted in the longing to acquire something that we believe will make us happier or more fulfilled, just as we perceive the other person to be. For example, if you have a natural gift or ability, whether it's your intuition, creativity, leadership qualities, or emotional intelligence, someone might envy you because they desire these qualities but are unsure how to tap into them within themselves. They may feel that you have something they lack, and this breeds feelings of inadequacy and frustration. These emotions, jealousy and envy, are often driven by internal factors that have little to do with you. They are reflections of the person experiencing them, not necessarily an accurate judgment of your worth or value. The root causes of these emotions can be deep-seated feelings of insecurity, competition, or fear of being overshadowed by someone else's success. When people feel insecure about their own place in the world, they might direct their emotions outward, focusing on what others have instead of focusing on cultivating their own strengths and abilities. For someone who is the chosen one, the people who feel threatened or jealous of you might be struggling with their own sense of purpose or confidence. They may not understand the gifts you possess, and rather than embracing or admiring those gifts, they may respond with jealousy or envy. It is important to recognize that these emotions are more about the individual experiencing them than they are about you as a person. Jealousy is not always an intentional or personal attack. Rather, it is a projection of a person's own inner struggles, a reflection of their unmet desires, fears, or feelings of inadequacy. Consider how someone might react when they perceive your success, your natural talents, or the positive energy you radiate. They may not fully understand your abilities or the effort that goes into your achievements, so their reaction may be one of discomfort or resentment. This discomfort often comes from a place of them not knowing how to cultivate similar qualities within themselves. They may look at your achievements and wonder why they can't achieve the same, or they may feel threatened by the attention you receive. This reaction could be subtle, with the person never directly expressing their envy. They might give off passive-aggressive energy, offer backhanded compliments, or show indifference when you share your accomplishments. At times, these people may even go so far as to diminish or invalidate your success, not because they don't recognize it, but because they cannot see how to achieve it for themselves. In these moments, they might convince themselves that your success is undeserved, or that you are too lucky, rather than acknowledging the hard work, dedication, and inner gifts that have allowed you to get where you are. Let's take an example. Imagine you've recently experienced a breakthrough in your career, an achievement that has brought you recognition or success. As someone who radiates positive energy, this accomplishment may bring you even more admiration, but it might also bring forth feelings of envy from those around you. Perhaps a colleague who is struggling with their own career or unsure of their path might express something like, "It must be nice to have everything come so easily for you, even if your journey has been far from easy." This comment, while possibly casual, comes from a place of envy. They may admire your accomplishments, but are unable to reconcile their own feelings of inadequacy or frustration. They are envious because they see your success and feel they don't have the same advantages or opportunities. On a deeper level, their envy might stem from a sense of competition or fear of being left behind. When someone feels that they are in constant competition, their feelings of self-worth can become tangled in comparison to others. This can create a sense of inadequacy, and they may project these feelings onto you, perceiving your gifts as a threat to their sense of identity or their own future. For those who feel threatened by your energy, gifts, or achievements, jealousy is often an attempt to bring you down to a level where they feel more comfortable or in control. It is not necessarily an active or overt attack, but rather a passive way for them to deal with their own feelings of inadequacy. It's important to remember that jealousy is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of their own inability to find peace or success within themselves. For example, let's say that your personal energy and the way you interact with the world have a positive and uplifting effect on others. Your ability to stay grounded and maintain a peaceful presence might make you a beacon of light to those around you. However, this can also trigger jealousy in people who feel disconnected from their own inner peace or power. They may secretly feel envious of your ability to maintain balance in difficult circumstances, or be frustrated by your ability to inspire others with your natural gifts. Instead of acknowledging your positive impact, they might find themselves resenting the attention and admiration you receive from others. This type of envy can be subtle, showing up in the form of small gestures or dismissive comments, but it still carries an energy that can affect your own sense of self-worth if you let it. It's crucial to understand that this envy has nothing to do with you as a person. Instead, it's a reflection of their own emotional battles and struggles. When we can understand jealousy and envy through this lens, we can more easily separate ourselves from the emotional projections of others and continue to walk our path without being weighed down by their negative energy. In summary, jealousy and envy are rooted in insecurity, competition, and fear. They are reflections of the person experiencing them and often have little to do with your abilities, success, or energy. As the chosen one, it's important to recognize that these emotions arise not from anything you've done wrong, but from the struggles others are facing. Their jealousy is a projection of their own inner challenges, not a reflection of your worth or accomplishments. Understanding this allows you to detach from the negative energy and continue moving forward on your path with confidence and grace. In the next section, we will explore how to recognize the signs of jealousy and how to protect your energy from these negative emotions so that you can continue to shine brightly without fear or hesitation. As someone who is the chosen one, you likely possess gifts that set you apart from others, whether that's an innate talent, a strong sense of intuition, or the ability to inspire and lead. With such powerful abilities comes the reality that not everyone will react to them with admiration or support. While many people will celebrate your achievements and share in your success, others may react with jealousy or envy, even if they don't express it directly. Recognizing the signs of jealousy can help you navigate these relationships and protect your energy as you continue on your path. Jealousy is often a subtle emotion, and its signs can be hard to identify at first. People who are jealous of your gifts may not always show their true feelings in overt or aggressive ways. Instead, they may express their envy through passive-aggressive comments, undermining your achievements, or subtly trying to diminish your value. In many cases, the jealousy you experience from others will not be direct or overt, but rather expressed in ways that are less obvious, yet still damaging. These signs are often meant to undermine your confidence or to distance you from your sense of accomplishment and self-worth. It's important to stay aware of these subtle signs so that you can protect yourself and continue to walk your path with confidence. One of the most common signs of jealousy is passive-aggressive behavior. This can include backhanded compliments, snide remarks, or comments that are seemingly supportive, but upon closer inspection, are actually designed to cut you down. For example, someone might tell you, "Wow, you're so lucky to have everything just fall into place for you," implying that your success is based purely on luck, rather than your hard work or abilities. While this comment may seem like praise at first, it's actually a subtle attempt to undermine your achievements by suggesting that you don't truly deserve what you've earned. Passive-aggressive behavior like this is a common defense mechanism for someone who feels threatened by your gifts or success, but doesn't want to confront you directly. Another sign that someone might be jealous of your gifts is the tendency to undermine your achievements. This could manifest in small, seemingly insignificant ways, such as downplaying your successes or brushing off your accomplishments as if they aren't worth celebrating. For example, when you share something positive in your life, whether it's a new job, a creative project, or a personal achievement, someone who is jealous might respond with a comment like, "Oh, that's nice, but I'm sure there are many others who could do that too." Instead of celebrating your success or expressing genuine happiness for you, they attempt to minimize your accomplishment, as if it's not worthy of recognition. This is a clear indication of jealousy, as the person feels threatened by your success and seeks to diminish it in order to feel better about themselves. Sometimes, jealousy is expressed through subtle criticisms or suggestions that you're not doing enough, or that your success is not as significant as it seems. For example, someone might say, "I'm surprised you're doing so well in that area. It's not something most people can achieve." While this comment may seem like a compliment at first, it carries an underlying message that your achievements are unexpected or undeserved. This type of undermining can cause you to second-guess yourself and question whether your success is truly legitimate, even though it's clear that you've earned it through your hard work and dedication. In some cases, jealous people may even try to take credit for your success or undermine your accomplishments by downplaying your role in achieving something. They might subtly shift the focus away from you, downplaying your efforts or attributing your success to someone or something else. For example, if you've worked hard on a creative project or a business idea and it finally takes off, a jealous person might say something like, "It must be nice to have all that support. I'm sure that's the real reason it's working for you." This comment is designed to deflect attention from your individual talents and hard work, shifting the credit elsewhere in an attempt to minimize your achievement. Another sign of jealousy is the distancing behavior from others when you succeed. People who are jealous of you may avoid you or act cold and distant when you experience success or joy in your life. This is often a coping mechanism for people who feel insecure or threatened by your success. Instead of celebrating with you, they may act indifferent or even passive-aggressive, as if your achievements are a burden to them. You may notice that when you share a positive moment or accomplishment, they don't seem to respond with the same enthusiasm or joy that others do. They might brush it off or change the subject quickly, leaving you with a feeling of discomfort or rejection. For instance, imagine that you've just received an exciting new job offer, one that you've worked incredibly hard to attain. You share this news with someone close to you, someone you consider a friend or colleague, and their reaction is tepid at best. Instead of congratulating you or expressing happiness for you, they might respond with a disinterested, "That's nice," or simply change the subject altogether. This response, while seemingly neutral, is often a sign that the person is harboring feelings of jealousy. They may feel threatened by your success, or they may be feeling insecure about their own accomplishments, which causes them to withdraw from your positive energy. There are also instances when jealousy is expressed through competition. Someone might subtly try to outdo you or compete with you, especially when they feel that they are being overshadowed by your gifts. They may try to one-up you in conversations or subtly dismiss your opinions, attempting to gain control of the situation or attention. This competitive behavior often stems from a deep fear of being left behind or feeling unimportant in comparison to your success. Instead of supporting your journey or celebrating your gifts, they focus on creating rivalry and attempting to prove themselves as more capable, even if they don't have the same talents or abilities as you. In some situations, jealousy can also manifest as gossip or talking behind your back. A jealous person may feel uncomfortable expressing their true feelings of envy directly to you, so instead, they may talk negatively about you to others. This could be in the form of spreading rumors, criticizing your abilities, or downplaying your success to other people. They may attempt to discredit your achievements by planting seeds of doubt or trying to turn others against you. This is a classic sign of jealousy, as the person feels threatened by your light and tries to diminish it by attacking your character or your gifts. When you share something positive in your life, whether it's a personal achievement, a new opportunity, or something that makes you happy, pay attention to how people around you respond. Jealousy often shows up when others fail to celebrate with you, or worse, respond with negativity or indifference. If someone distances themselves from you or reacts in ways that feel dismissive or undermining, it's a clear sign that they may be struggling with jealousy. It's important to recognize these signs early, as they can be a drain on your energy and can even make you question your worth or your success. In the end, the most important thing is to remember that jealousy is not about you. It's about the person who feels threatened or insecure. Their jealousy is a reflection of their own inner struggles and not a judgment of your worth or achievements. When you recognize these signs, you can take steps to protect your energy, set healthy boundaries, and continue to walk your path with confidence. You don't need to internalize the negativity of others, but instead focus on staying true to your purpose and celebrating your unique gifts. As we move forward, we'll explore how to protect yourself from the negative effects of jealousy, so you can continue to thrive and walk your path without being weighed down by the projections of others. As we've explored in the previous sections, jealousy can manifest in various ways, from passive-aggressive comments to subtle undermining. But what happens when this jealousy isn't addressed or dealt with? Even if you're not consciously aware of it, jealousy can have a profound impact on your energy, affecting your mental, emotional, and physical state in ways that can be subtle yet draining. It's important to recognize that these negative emotions, when directed at you, do not just remain in the other person's mind. They can transfer into your energy field, draining your vitality and leaving you feeling off, discouraged, or even exhausted. At its core, jealousy is a form of negative energy. When someone feels envious or threatened by your gifts, their emotional state becomes charged with that negativity. Even if they don't express their feelings overtly, their internal emotions can still affect you. This is especially true for individuals like the chosen one, who tend to operate on a higher energetic frequency. People who are sensitive to energy often find themselves more susceptible to absorbing the feelings of others, including the jealousy that is being directed at them. You may not even realize it, but these negative emotions from others can seep into your energy field, causing a noticeable shift in how you feel. The first and most obvious way jealousy can affect you is through the sensation of being drained. You might find yourself feeling tired or emotionally exhausted after spending time with someone who is harboring jealousy toward you. Their underlying envy can subtly influence the space around you, even if they are not actively confronting you. The negativity that surrounds them, whether it's in the form of judgment, resentment, or a passive-aggressive attitude, can have an impact on your emotional well-being. Over time, you may notice that after interacting with certain individuals, you feel depleted, as if your energy has been siphoned off, leaving you physically and emotionally drained. You may also begin to notice that your energy shifts when you talk about your successes or the gifts that you possess. When you're around someone who feels jealous, it can feel like there is a sudden shift in the atmosphere. For example, when you share an achievement or a new opportunity, instead of receiving enthusiastic support, you might feel a coolness or indifference from the other person. Their response could leave you feeling uncertain or even discouraged about your accomplishments. This shift in energy is often subconscious on their part, but it's palpable to those who are sensitive to energy. Your joy or success may be perceived as a threat to their own self-worth, and without realizing it, their emotional energy can start to affect your own, leaving you feeling confused or insecure. Jealousy doesn't always come in the form of overt hostility. It can be much more subtle. The person may act warm and supportive on the surface, but when you share something positive, you might notice a subtle coldness or shift in their demeanor. Perhaps their tone becomes dismissive, or they downplay your achievement with a comment like, "Oh, that's nice, but it's not really that big of a deal." These small, seemingly insignificant remarks or behaviors can leave you feeling like your accomplishments are not as important or valid as they actually are. Over time, these interactions can cause you to question yourself or doubt your worth, even though deep down, you know you've worked hard for your successes. Another sign of how jealousy can affect your energy is through emotional fatigue. When someone is jealous of you, their unresolved emotions can unconsciously draw you into their negative space. You might find yourself feeling anxious, uneasy, or upset after spending time with them, even if nothing overtly negative was said. This feeling of emotional fatigue occurs because you are subconsciously absorbing the negative energy that they are projecting. This can cause a mismatch in your own energy frequency, leaving you feeling out of sync with yourself. For example, after a conversation where you've shared a recent achievement or a new opportunity in your life, you might walk away feeling emotionally heavy, even though you didn't expect to feel that way. The person you spoke to may have masked their jealousy with politeness or indifference, but subconsciously, their envy has affected you. It's as if their unresolved emotional energy has created an invisible barrier between you and your own sense of joy or success. You might feel confused or disoriented, unsure why you're no longer feeling the same sense of pride or satisfaction about your accomplishments. These energetic shifts can also cause you to feel more discouraged or unsure of your path. As a chosen one, you are meant to walk a unique journey, often leading others or pioneering new ideas and concepts. However, when you encounter jealousy, especially from those close to you, it can create a cloud of doubt or uncertainty around your purpose. Instead of feeling inspired and motivated to continue on your path, you may feel self-conscious or like you're constantly under scrutiny. This sense of unease can be incredibly draining, as it takes energy to maintain your confidence and conviction when negativity is being directed your way. Jealousy can also manifest as a subtle but pervasive emotional weight that seems to follow you around. This can be particularly challenging for people who are sensitive to energy, as their heightened awareness of the emotions around them can make it harder to shake off the effects of someone else's jealousy. You may find yourself replaying conversations in your mind, trying to figure out why someone responded the way they did, or questioning your own worth or success. This mental energy spent on analysing and overthinking interactions can leave you feeling mentally fatigued and disconnected from your own sense of purpose. It's essential to recognize that when these emotional shifts happen, it's not a reflection of your worth or your gifts. The energy being directed at you is a product of the other person's insecurities and struggles. People who feel threatened by your light may not even fully understand their own emotions. Their jealousy is a reflection of their own fears, insecurities, or limitations, not a judgment of your success or your abilities. Understanding this helps you detach from the impact their negative energy has on you and allows you to maintain your focus and your own energy. Now let's look at an example of how you might feel when someone is jealous of your gifts. Imagine you've recently launched a new project or achieved a significant milestone, and you share this accomplishment with a close friend or colleague. At first, you might expect them to share in your excitement, to congratulate you, or to offer words of encouragement. But instead, you notice that their response is flat, indifferent, or even somewhat dismissive. They don't celebrate with you in the way you had hoped, and this leaves you feeling confused and uneasy. You might even begin to question whether your success is truly worth celebrating, or if it was just something trivial. This subtle shift in energy can drain you emotionally, as you realize that their response was influenced by feelings of jealousy or insecurity, rather than genuine happiness for your achievement. In conclusion, jealousy can have a significant impact on your energy, even if you're not consciously aware of it. The negative emotions of others can cause you to feel drained, discouraged, or uncertain, as their energy subtly shifts your own. This is especially true for individuals like the chosen one, who are sensitive to energy and have a higher frequency that can more easily absorb negativity. By recognizing the signs of jealousy and understanding how it affects your energy, you can take steps to protect yourself and maintain your own sense of balance and confidence. Remember that the jealousy of others is more about their internal struggles than it is about you. By keeping your focus on your purpose and staying grounded in your own gifts, you can continue to shine brightly, unaffected by the negativity that might try to surround you. As we have explored in the previous section, jealousy can have a profound impact on your energy, often leaving you feeling drained, discouraged, or disconnected from your sense of self. It's essential to recognize that when others direct negative emotions like jealousy toward you, those energies don't just exist in the other person. They can transfer to you, especially if you are someone who is sensitive to the energy around you. For those who identify as the chosen one, this process can be particularly intense. You may notice that after being around someone who harbors jealousy toward you, you start to feel off, exhausted, or even uncertain about your own worth or success. Therefore, protecting your energy is not just important, it is essential for maintaining your well-being and continuing to thrive on your unique path. When you are someone who is radiating positivity, gifted with abilities or a higher frequency, it is important to understand that not everyone will react to you in a way that uplifts or supports you. Some people may feel threatened, and that threat can result in negative emotional projections. If you absorb these projections without protecting your energy, it can cause a significant imbalance, both mentally and emotionally. So, how do you safeguard yourself from this negativity? How do you protect the energy that you need to continue fulfilling your purpose and shining your light? One of the most important ways to protect your energy when dealing with jealousy is by setting healthy boundaries. Boundaries act as a shield that allows you to maintain your sense of self while minimizing the impact of others' negative energy. Setting boundaries means being clear about what you are willing to accept in your interactions with others and what you are not. This includes learning to say no when you feel drained, stepping away from toxic situations, and refusing to engage with people whose jealousy or negative emotions could affect you. Boundaries are essential because they establish limits on how much emotional and energetic space others can occupy in your life. Without these boundaries, you risk becoming overwhelmed by other people's unresolved issues, which can affect your own sense of balance and peace. In practice, setting boundaries may involve distancing yourself from people who consistently drain your energy or show signs of jealousy. It's crucial to recognize when someone's energy is affecting your own and take proactive steps to limit your exposure to them. You don't need to confront them directly about their jealousy, but rather, you can simply decide to spend less time around them or engage with them in a way that protects your energy. For instance, if you notice that a particular person always becomes distant or passive-aggressive when you share your successes, it might be time to reduce the frequency of those types of interactions. Protecting your energy means knowing when to walk away from situations or people who don't support or appreciate you. Another way to protect your energy is through self-care. Self-care is not just about physical relaxation. It's about taking the time to nurture and restore your emotional and spiritual energy. When you've been around negative or jealous energy, it's easy to feel drained or depleted. Therefore, it's important to take the time to replenish your energy through practices that help you feel whole again. This could include activities that center and calm you, such as meditation, journaling, deep breathing, or simply spending time in nature. These activities help you reconnect with yourself, release any emotional residue that might have accumulated, and restore your sense of balance and calm. Visualization techniques are another powerful way to shield your energy. This practice allows you to create a mental barrier between you and the negative energy of others. One common visualization technique is imagining a protective bubble of light surrounding you. This light can be a color that feels comforting to you, such as gold, white, or soft blue. Imagine this bubble extending around your body, creating a shield that deflects any negative emotions or energy sent your way. This mental shield is a way to create distance between you and the jealous energy of others, ensuring that it doesn't penetrate your personal space or affect your well-being. Meditation is also an excellent tool for protecting your energy. It provides a space for you to quiet your mind, release negative emotions, and reconnect with your inner strength. By regularly practicing meditation, you develop a stronger sense of self-awareness and a deeper connection with your higher self. This awareness helps you stay grounded, even when external circumstances or the jealousy of others threaten to knock you off course. Meditation also encourages the release of negativity, allowing you to create space for healing and growth. You can also use guided meditations, specifically designed to protect your energy, such as those focused on clearing blocked energy or strengthening your aura. In addition to visualization and meditation, physical distance can be an effective way to protect yourself from toxic people or environments. If you find that someone's jealousy is consistently affecting your energy, it might be necessary to take a step back from that person for a while. This doesn't mean you have to cut them out of your life entirely, but rather that you are taking time to protect yourself emotionally and energetically. By creating some space, you give yourself the opportunity to recharge and reconnect with your own sense of peace before re-engaging with that person if necessary. After recognizing the impact of jealousy on your energy, you might find that taking time for self-reflection becomes essential for healing. When you are around people who are jealous of you, their energy can create confusion or uncertainty within you. You may begin to question your worth, your abilities, or your path. In these moments, self-reflection helps you regain clarity and reaffirm your purpose. By taking time to check in with yourself, whether through journaling, meditation, or simply being present with your thoughts, you can remind yourself of the truth of your journey. Self-reflection helps you separate your own feelings and energy from those of others, allowing you to remain grounded in your own power and purpose. An important aspect of protecting your energy is seeking support from people who uplift and encourage you. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community is essential when you're dealing with jealousy. Positive, loving relationships are a source of nourishment and strength. These are the people who celebrate your victories, offer words of encouragement, and help you stay grounded when you're feeling off. When you encounter negativity or jealousy, reach out to those who truly understand and support you. They can offer perspective, share wisdom, and help you maintain your confidence. If you don't have a supportive community, seek out people who share your values and can help you stay connected to your true self. Let me share an example. Imagine that you've just completed an important project or achieved something significant in your life. After sharing this news with someone close to you, you notice their energy shift. Perhaps they become distant or give you a backhanded compliment, undermining your success. You start to feel off, questioning your own accomplishment. However, instead of letting this negativity sink in, you recognize it for what it is: jealousy. You take a step back and engage in self-care, spending time in nature, meditating, and visualizing your protective light. You also seek support from a friend who always encourages you and reminds you of your worth. This practice of self-reflection Energy shielding and seeking uplifting support helps you clear any negative energy that may have lingered, leaving you stronger and more centered. Protecting your energy is about creating space between you and the negative influences in your life. By setting boundaries, practicing self-care, using visualization techniques, and surrounding yourself with positive influences, you can keep your energy strong and intact, even in the face of jealousy or negativity from others. Remember that jealousy is not a reflection of your worth. It is a reflection of the other person's internal struggles. By protecting yourself from their energy, you can continue to shine brightly and walk your path with confidence, knowing that you are shielded from the harmful effects of jealousy. In the next section, we will explore how to handle jealousy with compassion and grace, so that you can continue to walk your journey without resentment, while still protecting your peace and energy. As we've discussed, jealousy can have a significant impact on your energy. It's essential to protect yourself from the negative emotions that others project onto you, especially when those emotions stem from jealousy or insecurity. Setting boundaries, practicing self-care, and using techniques like visualization and meditation are powerful tools for maintaining your energy and shielding yourself from external negativity. However, while protecting yourself is crucial, it's also important to understand that jealousy, at its core, is often not about you. It's about the other person's inner struggles. Handling jealousy with compassion and grace is not only beneficial for your peace of mind, but can also be a transformative way to respond to negativity. In the previous section, we explored ways to safeguard your energy and maintain your sense of self amidst the jealousy of others. Now, let's dive deeper into how you can approach those who are jealous of you in a way that is rooted in empathy and understanding. Rather than retaliating, responding with anger, or engaging in conflict, you can choose to meet their negativity with compassion. This doesn't mean you have to tolerate harmful behavior, but it does mean you can respond in a way that reflects your true nature, one that is grounded, centered, and confident in your gifts. Jealousy often stems from a place of personal insecurity or fear. The person who feels jealous of your success, your talents, or your positive energy might not be able to see their own worth clearly. They may be struggling with their own sense of self-esteem, confidence, or personal fulfillment. Instead of recognizing the value in your success, they project their own feelings of inadequacy onto you. This projection is a reflection of their internal battles, not a reflection of your worth. It's important to remember that jealousy is rarely a personal attack. People who harbor jealousy toward you are often battling their own demons, and their reaction is more about their own feelings of lack than it is about you or your gifts. When you approach jealousy with compassion, you recognize that the jealousy you are experiencing is likely rooted in the other person's lack of understanding or self-awareness. Perhaps they don't know how to tap into their own gifts or abilities, and your success serves as a mirror that highlights what they perceive as their own deficiencies. Instead of responding with frustration or resentment, you can approach the situation with understanding. Compassion doesn't mean you have to accept disrespect or allow others to treat you poorly, but it means recognizing that their behavior is a reflection of their own pain, not your value. Handling jealousy with grace requires a deep understanding of your own self-worth. When someone reacts negatively to your success, it can be tempting to feel defensive, as though their jealousy diminishes your achievement. However, this is where the practice of remaining firm in your sense of self-worth becomes essential. You must remember that your value is not determined by the opinions of others, especially those who are reacting from a place of jealousy. When you stay grounded in your own confidence and self-respect, you prevent their negative energy from taking root in your mind or spirit. Consider a scenario where you've just achieved something significant in your life, such as a career milestone, an artistic achievement, or a personal breakthrough. When you share this success with someone close to you, you notice that their response is less than supportive. Instead of celebrating your achievement, they act distant, dismissive, or even say something like, "Oh, it must be nice to get all that recognition." It's clear that their response is not one of celebration, but of envy. They may feel overshadowed by your success, which leads to their negative reaction. In this situation, your first instinct might be to feel hurt, frustrated, or angry. You may want to defend yourself, point out how hard you've worked, or even retaliate with a snarky comment. However, responding in this way only feeds into the cycle of negativity and conflict. Instead, consider responding with compassion and understanding. You could acknowledge their feelings by saying something like, "I can see that this might be difficult for you, and I understand that we all have our own struggles." By responding in this way, you avoid further escalating the situation, and instead, you meet their jealousy with kindness and empathy. Your response doesn't have to diminish your own accomplishments or make excuses for your success. It simply acknowledges the other person's emotional state without internalizing their jealousy. Remaining firm in your self-worth allows you to stay grounded, regardless of how others react to your success. You can choose to keep shining your light without needing the approval or validation of those who are jealous. In situations like this, it's important to recognize that compassion does not mean tolerating disrespect. If someone's jealousy becomes toxic or their behavior becomes harmful, it's perfectly acceptable to set a boundary and protect yourself. You can still approach the situation with empathy while maintaining your boundaries. For example, if the person continues to make hurtful comments or undermines your success, you can choose to limit your interactions with them or gently confront their behavior in a way that is respectful but firm. Compassion allows you to approach the situation with grace, but it doesn't mean you have to tolerate mistreatment. Another key aspect of handling jealousy with grace is recognizing that your gifts are not a source of competition. As the chosen one, your purpose is not to overshadow or diminish others, but to shine your light in a way that helps others recognize their own potential. Jealousy often arises from a sense of competition or fear of being left behind. However, there is enough space for everyone to succeed. By choosing to handle jealousy with compassion, you offer the possibility for healing and growth, not just for yourself, but for those around you as well. Your ability to stay centered and confident in your journey can serve as an inspiration for others to tap into their own gifts and pursue their own path. For example, if a colleague or friend expresses jealousy over your success, you can approach the situation with understanding. You might say something like, "I can see that this might be hard for you, but I truly believe that we all have unique strengths. I'd love to support you in your journey too." This type of response can help to disarm the negativity and remind them that success is not a finite resource. There is room for everyone to succeed, and your success does not diminish theirs. Furthermore, offering genuine support to others, even when they are jealous of your achievements, can transform the situation. Instead of engaging in competition, you can extend a hand of friendship, offer encouragement, or share insights that might help them on their own path. This approach may seem difficult in the face of jealousy, but it can ultimately disarm the negativity and shift the energy in a positive direction. By offering support and compassion, you show that you are secure in your own success and willing to uplift others, rather than becoming entangled in a cycle of jealousy and rivalry. In conclusion, handling jealousy with compassion and grace is not about diminishing your own success or pretending that the negative emotions of others don't affect you. It's about recognizing that jealousy is a reflection of the other person's struggles and choosing to respond with empathy rather than defensiveness or anger. By remaining firm in your sense of self-worth and offering kindness, you can prevent jealousy from diminishing your light and continue to shine brightly on your path. Compassion doesn't mean accepting mistreatment, but it does offer an opportunity for healing and growth for both you and the person who is struggling with jealousy. You can maintain your integrity and stay aligned with your purpose, while still responding to others with understanding and grace. As we move forward, we'll explore how to stay focused on your path despite the challenges of jealousy, and how to continue rising above negative energy with strength and self-assurance. As we transition from handling jealousy with compassion and grace, it's important to now address a key aspect of being the chosen one, staying focused on your path despite the presence of jealousy and negativity around you. Navigating the complexities of being a highly gifted individual can be incredibly rewarding, but it also comes with its share of challenges. Jealousy, resentment, and opposition are often part of the journey, and it's easy to get distracted or discouraged when others project their insecurities onto you. But the truth is, the chosen one is often meant to rise above these challenges, including the negative energy that others may direct at you. Your path is yours to walk, and it's essential to stay focused on your purpose, trust in your gifts, and continue moving forward with faith and confidence. When you are someone who shines brightly and possesses unique gifts, the world around you may not always understand or embrace your light. In fact, you may encounter people who feel threatened or uncomfortable with your success or talents. It's important to understand that their negativity is not a reflection of you or your worth. It's a reflection of their own struggles and projections. It's easy to let this negativity cloud your vision and distract you from your journey. But the key to overcoming this is to stay focused on your own path. The distractions will always be there, but your purpose is greater than any external opposition or jealousy that may come your way. The journey of the chosen one is often marked by moments of doubt, uncertainty, and resistance. However, these moments are not meant to stop you. They are meant to strengthen your resolve and deepen your connection to your purpose. Staying focused on your path means remaining steadfast in the belief that your gifts are meant to bring light to the world, regardless of how others perceive or react to you. It's about trusting that you have a unique mission and understanding that while others may not always appreciate or celebrate your talents, you are still walking a path that is important and meaningful. The challenge is in maintaining that focus when the world around you becomes chaotic or when jealousy and negativity try to pull you off course. This is where faith plays a significant role. Having faith in your gifts, your purpose, and the bigger picture allows you to rise above the noise and continue forward with confidence. You must trust that everything you are going through is part of a larger plan that is unfolding in the way it is meant to. The obstacles and challenges you face are stepping stones that are shaping you into the person you are meant to become. Staying focused on your path requires belief in yourself and the wisdom to understand that your journey is uniquely yours to complete. Think about the times when you faced opposition or jealousy. It's easy to get caught up in responding to the negativity or trying to justify your success to others. However, the true strength of the chosen one is not in how they respond to others, but in how they stay focused on their purpose. When you stay centered on your mission and trust that your gifts are meant for something greater than personal validation or approval, you will find the resilience and strength to move through any adversity. Let me share an example that illustrates this point. There was a well-known individual who, early in their career, faced intense criticism and jealousy from their peers. This person had a unique gift, something that set them apart from others in their field. While they initially faced opposition from colleagues who were threatened by their success, this person chose not to focus on the negativity. Instead, they chose to focus on their work, on their passion, and on the belief that their gift was meant to help others. Despite the obstacles, they continued to move forward with confidence, trusting that their purpose was much bigger than the opinions of others. Over time, their dedication and focus paid off. They achieved incredible success, not only because of their talent, but because they refused to be distracted by the jealousy and negativity that surrounded them. They stayed focused on their path, knowing that their gifts were meant to bring light to the world, regardless of the opposition they faced. This story is a powerful reminder that staying focused on your path requires resilience and clarity of purpose. The world may not always understand you, and people may respond with jealousy or resistance. However, your purpose is greater than the doubts and negativity of others, and you must continue to walk your journey with confidence and conviction. As the chosen one, you are meant to be a beacon of light, and sometimes that means persevering through the darkness of others' jealousy or misunderstanding. One of the most important aspects of staying focused on your path is remembering that your journey is not a competition. Jealousy often arises when people view life as a zero-sum game, where one person's success means another's failure. As the chosen one, your journey is unique to you, and the success of others does not diminish yours. Instead of focusing on the negativity that might come from others, choose to focus on your own growth and the impact your gifts can have on the world. The more you stay aligned with your purpose and stay focused on your work, the more you will inspire others to find their own path and their own gifts. At times, it's easy to feel discouraged when you are met with jealousy, especially if those who are jealous are people you care about or respect. You may feel the need to explain yourself or justify your success to them. However, the key to staying focused on your path is realizing that you do not need to justify your existence or your success to anyone. Your journey is yours, and as long as you are staying true to your purpose and your mission, you are on the right path. Instead of focusing on the jealousy or the negativity around you, use that energy as motivation to move forward. Use the opposition you face as fuel for your fire, knowing that the more you rise, the more you show the world that anything is possible. When others see you staying true to yourself and continuing to shine, it may inspire them to look inward and begin their own journey of self-discovery. Your light has the potential to inspire others, but only if you stay focused on your purpose and continue to move forward despite the challenges. Consider the experience of someone who has faced criticism or jealousy from a close friend or family member. It's natural to feel hurt when those we care about don't support us, but the most empowering thing you can do in these situations is stay focused on your purpose. Instead of engaging in conflict or trying to convince the other person of your worth, you can choose to continue walking your path with grace and understanding. You can choose to understand that their reaction is not about you, but about their own fears and insecurities. When you stay focused on your purpose, you are honoring your journey and the unique gifts you possess. In conclusion, staying focused on your path as the chosen one is not always easy, especially when jealousy and negativity surround you. However, it is essential to remain steadfast in your belief that your gifts are meant to bring light to the world. Your journey is unique, and no one else can walk it for you. When you trust in your purpose, stay aligned with your vision, and avoid getting caught up in the opinions of others, you will continue to shine brightly, unaffected by external challenges. The obstacles you face are opportunities for growth, and each challenge is helping you move closer to fulfilling your greater mission. Stay focused on your path, and continue to walk forward with confidence, knowing that your gifts are needed in the world. As we've discussed in the previous section, staying focused on your path despite the presence of jealousy or negativity is essential for maintaining your inner strength and continuing to move forward. But there is another powerful tool you can use to protect yourself from the negative effects of jealousy: the power of gratitude and humility. When you remain grateful for your gifts and humble in your accomplishments, you not only shield yourself from the toxicity of envy, but also elevate your own energy, making it easier to stay grounded and focused on your purpose. In this section, we will explore how practicing gratitude and humility can keep you aligned with your path, helping you stay true to your mission while avoiding the traps of jealousy and negativity that others may direct at you. As the chosen one, you have been blessed with unique talents, abilities, or insights that set you apart. It's easy to become attached to your success and the admiration that comes with it. However, it's crucial to recognize that your gifts are not just for you. They are meant to serve others and contribute to the greater good. Gratitude for your gifts is an essential practice because it allows you to acknowledge the blessings that have been given to you, rather than becoming arrogant or entitled. This perspective helps you avoid the ego traps that jealousy can often provoke in others. When you express genuine gratitude for your abilities, you neutralize the negative energy around you and send out a signal that you are grounded and focused on serving others rather than seeking external validation or praise. When you acknowledge that your gifts are a blessing and express sincere gratitude for them, you create a shield of positivity that helps protect you from the envy that others may feel. Jealousy is often rooted in fear and insecurity, and when you respond with gratitude instead of defensiveness or pride, you send a message that you are humble and at peace with your success. This humility and gratitude act as a buffer against the negativity of others. Instead of feeding into their envy or responding with resentment, you reflect a calm and grounded energy that helps neutralize their jealousy. Your humility becomes a silent statement that you are not in competition with anyone, and that your purpose is not to outshine or diminish others, but to help elevate those around you. Gratitude helps you recognize that your success is not just a personal achievement, but a gift that you have been entrusted with. When you remain humble and grateful for your journey, you shift your focus away from what others think of you, and instead turn your attention to the greater purpose behind your gifts. This shift in perspective prevents you from becoming bogged down by the jealousy or judgment of others. Instead of internalizing their negative energy, you remain centered in your own gratitude and sense of purpose. Humility keeps you grounded, reminding you that you are just one part of a larger picture, and your success is meant to inspire and uplift others, not to foster competition or resentment. For example, Think about a time when you achieved something significant, a career milestone, an artistic success, or a personal breakthrough. If you share this achievement with others, it's natural for some people to respond with indifference, dismissiveness, or even jealousy. At such moments, your gratitude for the gift itself can help you avoid being affected by their reactions. Instead of feeling the need to defend or justify your success, you can simply express your appreciation for the opportunity to contribute and grow. By remaining humble and thankful, you send out a clear message that you do not need validation from others, and your focus is on how you can continue using your gifts to help and inspire. There is immense power in remaining humble and thankful for your journey, especially when others may not understand or support your path. Humility doesn't mean downplaying your accomplishments or pretending that your achievements don't matter. Instead, it's about understanding that your gifts are a blessing and that you are merely a vessel through which these gifts are expressed. You are not defined by your success, and you do not need others to affirm your worth. This sense of humility helps you avoid getting caught up in the trap of comparison, which is often fueled by jealousy. When you remain humble, you maintain your integrity and continue to walk your path without being weighed down by the opinions or projections of others. By staying grounded in gratitude and humility, you also inspire others to find their own power and purpose. When you don't respond to jealousy with defensiveness or pride, but instead with gratitude, you set an example for others to follow. Rather than fueling the negative emotions of those around you, your humble and thankful attitude can transform their envy into admiration. People who once felt jealous of your success may begin to see your light as a source of inspiration, and instead of resenting you, they may start to look inward to discover and develop their own gifts. Imagine you are working in an environment where you are surrounded by people who feel threatened by your success. One day, you achieve something significant, a promotion, an award, or recognition for your talents. The response from some of your colleagues might be cold or dismissive, as they harbour feelings of jealousy. However, instead of reacting defensively or feeling upset by their indifference, you choose to remain calm, grateful, and humble. You acknowledge the support you received from others who helped you along the way, and you express your gratitude for the opportunities you've had. In doing so, you do not feed into their jealousy. Instead, you set an example of grace and humility that can encourage others to reflect on their own path. Over time, this shift in your approach might inspire those who were once envious to reevaluate their own feelings and begin to appreciate their own worth, ultimately transforming their envy into admiration. Gratitude and humility also protect your energy by keeping you focused on the bigger picture. When you're grateful for your gifts, you focus on how you can serve others rather than seeking approval or validation from them. This helps you stay true to your purpose without being distracted by the negative emotions of others. When you are humble, you recognize that your gifts are not just for personal gain. They are meant to make a positive impact on the world. This perspective prevents jealousy from taking root, as it keeps you connected to your mission and grounded in the knowledge that your journey is not about ego or comparison, but about fulfilling a greater purpose. It's also important to note that gratitude has the power to transform your mindset. When you consistently practice gratitude for your gifts, you begin to see every success, no matter how small, as a blessing. This mindset helps you stay positive and uplifted, no matter the reactions you receive from others. By expressing gratitude regularly, you cultivate an abundance mindset that allows you to continue to receive more blessings without feeling threatened by the success of others. You are not in competition with anyone. Your purpose is to shine your light and help others discover and develop their own gifts, just as you are doing. In conclusion, the power of gratitude and humility is one of the most effective ways to protect yourself from the negative effects of jealousy. When you remain humble and thankful for your gifts, you neutralize the jealousy around you and create an environment where you can continue to grow and serve others. Gratitude helps you stay grounded in your purpose, while humility keeps you focused on the bigger picture. By practicing both, you inspire others to find their own power and purpose, turning jealousy into admiration and encouraging a positive shift in the energy around you. This practice allows you to walk your path with confidence without being weighed down by the negativity of others, and continue to share your light with the world. As we come to the end of this video, let's take a moment to reflect on the key points we've discussed and how they can help you navigate the challenges of being the chosen one. Throughout this video, we explored the signs of jealousy and how they can manifest in subtle yet impactful ways, whether through passive-aggressive behavior, undermining comments, or the cold energy of others when you share your success. We also delved into how jealousy can affect your energy, leaving you drained or uncertain, and how important it is to protect yourself through boundaries, self-care, and energy-shielding techniques. One of the most important takeaways is that jealousy is not something you need to fear or take personally. As someone who is gifted, it's inevitable that you will encounter jealousy from time to time, but it's crucial to recognize that this jealousy is not a reflection of your worth or value. Instead, it's a reflection of the other person's insecurities, struggles, or unmet desires. People who feel jealous are often projecting their own feelings of inadequacy, and these emotions are about them, not about you. By not internalizing the negativity and understanding its source, you can protect your energy and avoid being weighed down by the projections of others. Staying focused on your path is another essential practice that allows you to rise above the jealousy and negativity that might surround you. It's easy to get distracted by the opinions and emotions of others, especially when they challenge your success or uniqueness. However, the more you stay aligned with your purpose and continue to trust in your gifts, the more you will be able to rise above any opposition or negative energy. Your gifts are meant to bring light to the world, and you must trust that the journey you are on is exactly what you need to fulfill your greater mission. By focusing on your path and not getting sidetracked by external judgments, you can continue to shine brightly, unaffected by the jealousy that others may direct at you. Moreover, responding to jealousy with compassion and grace will keep you grounded and focused on your higher purpose. While it's important to protect your energy and set boundaries, it's also valuable to approach those who feel jealous with understanding. Recognize that their jealousy comes from a place of internal struggle, and by responding with empathy instead of resentment, you not only maintain your peace, but also set an example of grace. Your light can inspire others to see their own worth, and your humble, compassionate response can help transform their envy into admiration. Remember, your purpose is much larger than the opinions or emotions of others. When you remain rooted in gratitude and humility, you are protecting your energy and ensuring that you stay focused on what truly matters, helping others, growing in your journey, and making a positive impact on the world. Your gifts are a blessing, and as you continue to trust in your light, you will find that you can thrive, even in the face of adversity. If you recognize any of these signs of jealousy in your own life, don't forget to like and share this video with others who might benefit from hearing this message. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more videos that will help you stay focused, empowered, and grounded on your spiritual journey. Keep shining brightly and always trust in the path that you are walking. Thank you for being here today.